Hello, Mr. Rohan. How are you?
Yeah, fine. Good morning.
Okay.
Good afternoon here from the Philippines.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our online studio. I'm Қуаныш Жұмабекұлы. I'm pleased to introduce today's guest speaker, Rohan Pалмера, traditional sports and community volunteer leader. Unfortunately, it's getting harder to deal with COVID-19 pandemic, saying we got a common problem. How is the pandemic situation in your country?
Well, you know, the COVID pandemic, it's not actually here only in the Philippines, but it's all over the world. So our government is doing everything to suppress the pandemic. So in the Philippines right now, the situation is not getting worse. It's declining, but there seems to be a new strand or new kind of COVID that is entering our country. So our government is doing everything, including the community leaders. All the Filipinos are taking part so that it can be contained. So here in the Philippines, we're just waiting for the announcement of the government. When will be the injection for the COVID? So we are waiting for some announcements so we can get injected so we can be immune to this COVID pandemic.
We hope that everything will be okay. We know that the Philippines is one of the most linguistically diverse countries in the world. What are the main languages spoken in the Philippines, and how many languages do you speak?
Well, in the Philippines, really, it's a very diverse country in terms of language. The main language that we speak here in the Philippines is Filipino and English. We have so many local dialects. I can speak about 2 to 3 local dialects in the Philippines, Tagalog and Bisaya. So in each group of islands in the Philippines, of group of minority people in the Philippines, they speak different languages. But we speak in the schools, we speak mostly in English or in Filipino. That is why it's very easy for us to communicate with an English-speaking country.
What is the popular culture in your country?
Well, there are lots of culture in the Philippines, but the most prominent and most popular may be we call bayanihan, or a community support. We support each other. So bayanihan literally means supporting each other, helping each other from different walks of life, different people. So when it terms your neighbor or a community needs something, we tend to support or help them. That is a culture that Filipinos we are proudly of. It's called bayanihan.
I heard that Chocolate Hills of Bohol are one of the most iconic locations and natural phenomena in the Philippines. What is the most popular place for tourists to visit?
Well, you know, Philippines has a very we have many tourist spots in the Philippines. It's a very unique country. Not only the Chocolate Hills, but of course, Chocolate Hills, it's a must to see by vacationers or some tourists. We have from north of the Philippines, we call Luzon Island. There are lots like Batanes Island, Ilocos Sur. Specifically, Manila is also a tourist spot. You can see some centuries old forts like the Fort Santiago in Manila. Of course, we have Mindoro and also Palawan, which has many scenic and beautiful beaches. That's very diverse. From Visayas group of island, you have Bohol, of course. Bohol, Cebu, lots of it, and Mindanao, Davao, including in the south, we call Holosulu. You can find many tourist destinations in the Philippines, and it's already included in the Bohol Chocolate Hills. I think it's a natural wonder.
Our online meeting is coming to its end. Thank you for taking the time. If you have anything to say to our listeners, please go ahead.
Well, of course, I would like to say hello to all my friends in Kazakhstan, especially for those countries in Central Asia, which I have been to. I have many friends in Kazakhstan, not only in traditional sports, but also some of them are volunteers, and also in Kyrgyzstan. Maybe this time we have a pandemic, global pandemic. So hoping this will end soon, so that we can meet each other again in the near future. So we can find. So we have to find some ways, all of us in the world, to fight this pandemic.
Thank you, Mr. Rohan. Thank you, everyone, for being with us today. See you. Bye-bye.